Aye, you're an outsider. I guess when the Ard made us put up those scratchings he calls signs, it really worked. Attracted you right to my business. Unfortunately, we're closed right now. Come back later, and bring your gold. Artzan. Sounds dwarven. I guess that's why you came to see me. No one in Markarth knows more about the deep folk and their scrap than old Nolavan. Now, keystones. That's another matter. Could refer to a wedge that supports an arch, maybe? Well, that is the other kind. You might be able to find one in Batharzel. I could sell you a map to the place, but it won't be cheap. Or if you do a simple job for me, I'll give you the map as payment. Quick work that would help me a great deal. Aye, more than cover it. Here's your map. Leads right to Batharzel, I guarantee it. You might need to do a little searching to find the entrance, but that map will get you close. Now, please, I have so much work to do before I can open the shop.
Hey you, Varandas has need of you. Varandas said he sent you to talk to the scrap dealer, and here you are. Good to see you, by the way. Anyway, Varandas needs to talk to you. Right away, he said. So let's go. He did. Here, let me mark a location on your map. That's Rebel's Retreat, what Arana and her people call their camp in the foothills. Varandas wants you to meet him there. You should move quickly. Varandas has a way with words, but he's still a verbose high elf vampire noble from High Rock, any and all of which can get you killed in the Reach. Funny you should mention that. Oh, he went out into the foothills all right, but before Varandas could find them, the rebels found him. Seems to be working out, at least for the moment. What's to tell? It's a Reach folk camp in the foothills, probably the main base for the rebels, but I'm just guessing. I was with Varandas when the rebels surrounded us. I wanted to fight, but the Count held me back. That's when Arana appeared. Hang on, let me think. The camp's set up inside an old Nord ruin. It's surprisingly sturdy for something that was abandoned a long time ago. The rebels seem to be running low on supplies. Food, weapons, armor. Well, her and Varandas did most of the talking. I'm not sure I trust the witch, but I trust Varandas. He says she's a friend. That's good enough for me.
Please, Big Beck. You were there to stop Alexandra Cannell from capturing the Coral Heart.
Ah, Urana. Here comes my associate now.
Aye, that one I know. Very well, Verandis. I'll speak to them. I see Verandis' word is good. He said I could treat with you, and here you are. The Count tells me that Lady Belaine and the Grey Host leader, Rada El Saran, seek some powerful relic. The Arthazand Keystone. Is that correct? Let me see your map. Yes, I know that name. But dwarven mischief riddles the bones of the Reach. It could be anywhere. My mother called this place the Hissing Maze. Said it's full of mechanical monsters that guard a trove of silver. 3 marks. 3 places to search. All right. I'll help you in Verandis, but not before the spirits bless our alliance. I want you to undertake a ritual. If the spirits favor you, we'll face the Grey Host together. Positive thoughts, Harrier. Positive thoughts. Participate in the ritual. Then we will see what we will see. Without the blessings of the spirits, 'twould be unseemly for this alliance to go forward. The ritual begins with the preparation. Gather a Briarheart seed, a Hagraven's eye, and a handful of bright river shale. Check to the east, west, and south. Whenever different clans come together in a common purpose, we seek the blessings of the spirits to confirm we're doing the right thing. We will ask the Hunter to bind our hearts. If he sees strength in you, we will clasp arms and band together. Need a map for that too, do ya? Like I said, the ritual begins with the preparation. We need 3 things. A Briarheart seed, some bright river shale, and a Hagraven's eye. They grow in the hills to the south. Just remember your gloves. The briar's thorns are sharper than Dagon's razor. Check north and west, along the riverbank. Spirits prowl the area, so proceed with caution. Fairies and spriggans and such. I'd put them to sleep for ya, but that would be cheating. In a Hagraven's head, of course. Or from a jar. They remove their own eyes to use in rituals too. There's a coven to the east of here. Nothing but a flock of toad-licking root hoarders, stealing all the best herbs. Namira take the lot of them. You want to know about old Elkai, the wolf charmer, the lord of the hunt. You probably know him as Hircine. We can call on your gods too if you prefer. Care to wager who answers first? We'll hear from one of Hircine's pups at least. Or get a hint from a fox spirit or a bloody stag. You're not refusing the ritual, are you? Good. Nice to see you thin bloods aren't all hair-bladder cowards after all. Many, but not all. We have enclaves throughout these hills, but these aren't my warriors, Harrier. For now, aye. But these warriors take no oaths, swear no fealty. They serve their clan, the Reach, and the courage painted on their hearts. No one and nothing else. They'll wander back into the hills to fight their own battles, old and new. These troubles with the Grey Host have torn clans to pieces. Set sons against fathers, chiefs against wise women. It'll take seasons to stitch the Reach back together. No, they're not. Let's talk about something else, all right?
Yeah!
The Harrier returns, swift as a crow on the wing. I have prepared the ritual fire. Did you bring the components I requested? Well done, Harrier. Now, once we undertake this ritual, we will be bound by blood and spirit. It's a union stronger than stone and more eternal than the stars. Are you ready for such a commitment? Good. So am I. Let's hope the spirits feel the same way. Place the components in the fire and stand back. No matter what you see or hear, stand your ground and think about our alliance. Keep that purpose in your mind. Understand? Heed our call, Hunt King. Two great packs seek the same full moon. Make them one, bound by common prey. Let Rach and Raven drink of the same dark blood. How your blessing, mighty Hircine. Send the sign and guide our hunt. Look, Hircine paints our quarry in smoke and stars. Our pact has been blessed, Harrier.
Between the Raven Watcher's expertise and Aroda's knowledge of the Reach, we have a fighting chance against the Grey Host. Just stay mindful. Even sealed by a Daedric ritual, this alliance remains young and fragile. We must nurture it. Yes, Bethar Zel. I overheard while you were speaking to Arana. We discussed finding it while you were gathering the ritual components. Locating the keystone is your next priority. Arana indicated that she wanted to accompany you. Gwendis brought news from Markarth. Lady Belaine has departed the city, and she intends to give chase. I will assist her in the hope that pursuing Belaine might turn up something useful. Just don't let that keystone fall into Rada al-Saran's hands.
The ritual was a success. Our union has been blessed by Hircine himself. I'm not certain what the spirits showed us, but I'll figure it out eventually. I always do. Are you ready to search for the keystone now, Harrier? I think I know where to begin. Aye, Harrier. We're bound together now. And how else will you find anything in those forsaken depths? I think the skytail we saw in the fire, the snake, will point the way. Once I figure out how it connects to all this, that is. That's what we call the shapes in the stars. Constellations is your word, I think. Some of my sisters can read the stars the way you read a book. See the future, learn the truth in every twinkle. I don't have the knack. It's fire and bones for me. We made a pact, and Hircine blessed it. He put us on the scent, and I plan to track it to the end. Besides, without someone who knows the Reach, the map's useless. You know what monsters hate? Silver. According to the stories, the Tharzel is full of it. I need to speak to Tayfern before I set out. Go on, Harrier. I'll find you on the trail. So the legends say. A treasure trove of the pure metal. Enough to arm my warriors with weapons to slay every vampire and werewolf that marches with the Grey Host. And your keystone too, with any luck. No, but rich folk don't make a habit of poking around in the deep places of the world. The Hells are dangerous enough. Still, the Tharzel's legend tells of silver and other wondrous treasures. Wouldn't surprise me to find your keystone there. We'll find something, that's for certain. In the Reach, treasure can mean all sorts of things. A plump cave bear is a treasure to a hungry clan. But as for silver, you won't find a better metal for killing vampires and werewolves. It means what it means. We're tied to each other now. What happens to one, happens to both. Thin-bloods make alliances with ink and parchment. We do it with fire, and oath, and spirit signs. I think you can guess which practice is stronger. Then they'd better lace their foot coverings tight, because they'll find no peace in the wild. Every wolf, hawk, and red-eyed stag heeds the Hunt King's call. You see, rich alliances have teeth. Your Ravenwatch friends better not forget that.
Oh, what new horror has that storm unleashed upon us?
These plaques are as old as these hills, Harrier. Take a look. That's the Witch in the Stars, or the Mage, as you call it. Look, Harrier. A plaque. Let's examine it. That's a skytail. We call it the Hunter, but I think you would refer to it as the Thief.
Yeah! Yeah!